All right, so Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Very weird,
Uh,
isn't it?
yeah, when I've watched the trailers and stuff like that, it's a weird animation to me. I don't mind it, but at the same time I'm like, this isn't familiar. If that makes any sense at all.
No, I know what
Uh
you mean. I mean, I don't know if you are like, are you kind of into anime?
I watch some anime shows, like way into it. I have my certain shows that I really like and some that I don't.
I
Um
personally don't like any of it. I'm one of those guys that I'm like, it's lost on me. The art style is just kind of weird. It doesn't connect to me on any level. I get that some people love it, and hey, everybody loves whatever they love.
mhm.
So not knocking on it really, but when I see things that are kind of like that, I kind of just it disconnects for me. And that art style is very what's a good way to put this that doesn't sound too harsh. It comes off to me as like pretentious a little bit. Like
Mhm.
they wanted to do something different for the sake of doing something different, and a lot of people are going to like it because it's different, not necessarily because it's good, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just off-putting a little bit. I would have rather had some kind of art style that is a little bit more conventional American cartoony for me, or like, like a Pixar type
Yeah.
of thing or something.
Well,
But
see, like I can't even really put on because I wouldn't say that it's really an anime type look, but it's one of I think it's just one of those things that you can't really pinpoint what kind of style they're going with. I really like the cast. I think Jake Johnson would be the
it's great.
perfect Peter Parker. Like I'm way excited to see his version of Peter Parker,
More
just
than
because
anything, that's the part that has
yeah,
me sold.
I it's another one that I'm kind of going in cautiously optimistic on.
I also don't have the biggest expectations for it, just in the sense of being like, all right, it's not connected to the MCU. It's not a live action movie. It's just kind of, I guess I look at it a little bit more like Batman Mask of the Phantasm when that came out, and it was
Hmm.
just sort of this extra fun little movie, and it's kind of like,
Yeah.
what was the name? The Death of Superman, the animated movie just came out,
Oh yeah.
and
Mhm.
that was great. And it was basically just like, hey, let's adapt a story and have a fun little hour and a half. And if this ends up being that, cool. It, it's going to be a cultural landmark for people that are very supportive of the Miles Morales character. So they're going to be
Yeah.
able to see that. That's going to be interesting. Uh, Spider Gwen's in it. I don't really know how a lot of these things formulate a story because we haven't seen a story yet.
Yeah.
But hey, Spider Ham, we're gonna get Spider Ham in a movie. Like, how am I gonna be mad at this? Like,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
living in a world where Spider Man's getting a movie, not a whole movie. I hope not, at the very least. Spider Ham's gonna be in a movie. We've got Howard the Duck popping up in the MCU. Like, this is a good time to be a comic book fan.
It kind of has that, as far as Miles Morales goes, it kind of has that Deadpool feel to it, that you have a bunch of people who are fiercely loyal to this character and they finally get to see him in some interpretation. And it's one of those movies that I'm actually really excited to see, but I'm not expecting a whole lot out of it. It's just going to be a really fun movie.
Yeah, just kind of like you go to the movies, you spend your exorbitant amount of money because everything's ridiculous there, especially
Oh,
with the whole
totally.
movie pass situation. Yeah. And then you hope that it's going to be fun enough to justify your $20 or whatever. And I got a feeling it's probably going to be.
Yeah. The fact that they're throwing this out there and kind of putting some marketing behind it is a little interesting too. So that kind of gets my hopes up for it a little bit more as well.
Yeah, I mean, if they show enough enthusiasm